Welcome into a brand new episode of WSI TV. Enjoy the show.
Hello, welcome, and Happy New Year from all of us here at WSI TV. I'm Sean Bauer. With me, as always, is Jordan Bishop. And as we get ready to kick off a brand new year here in 2018, we're going to come on to some bold predictions we have for you for the stock market, for Bitcoin, and everything else to get you prepared to make some solid investments in the year ahead. But first, let's just tell people how they can subscribe and get some free stuff, Jordan.
Yeah, you need to go hit that subscribe button below this video to make sure you're getting all of our fresh content each week. Our subscribers this year could have made over $13,000 by the end of the year with all our free stock picks. But also make sure you go to WSITV.com, type in your name and your email in that box in the right-hand corner, and you'll get instant access to the WSI TV vault. There's a lot of content in there. Sean and I have spent hours working on a lot of great articles that you can get, and also some free reports that you'll get in your email inbox for subscribing.
Yeah, and again, it's all free to subscribe both to YouTube and to WSITV.com. So go ahead and take a minute to do that right after this video concludes. But of course, we are going to get to some of the good stuff right now. Just to let you know, later on in the episode, unfortunately, I will be taking a versus punishment. We did the Wheel of Misfortune for the versus round that I lost before. So we have some silly string prepared for that.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss that. I got the silly string punishment at the 2017 Annual Wealth Summit recently here in Orlando. And it wasn't fun, especially in front of all those people. Sean has it a little bit easier because after he gets sprayed with the silly string, he gets to step off set and go change, where I had to talk for another 7-8 hours or whatever it was for the rest of the day. But talking about the AWS, we had some awards we gave out, and some of those included these nice Midas Royalty champagne bottles that were provided by our sister company, the Midas Legacy. Now, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to Lou, who actually gave me this bottle at the seminar. Really sweet lady. She says she loves the WSI TV episodes, watches it every week. So thank you so much. We hope you had a great new year. We're going to go ahead and pop this bottle and have a toast to 2017, and then looking forward at 2018 as well. So, Sean, watch your eyes so I don't hit you.
Here we go. Let's do it. And again, just kicking off a brilliant year here as we get Jordan cleaned up. He's going to go ahead and pour the glasses full now. And as you can see, we have a couple of different ones here. First of all, my chalice here. Yeah. And then Jordan is unfortunately dealing with a sippy cup. Now, we did have kind of a long-term, full-year competition going between Jordan and myself about our versus rounds there. We just wanted to see whoever won the most versus rounds gets to drink out of the chalice at the end of the year. Whoever lost the most has to drink out of the sippy cup, which, as you can see here, is obviously Jordan's punishment for that.
Yep, Sean had me beat, so I don't mind drinking out the sippy cup as well. Sean, if you don't mind topping me off a little bit, I had a lot of fun. I am going to clean my laptop up a little bit so I don't get any malfunctions there. But again, thank you so much to Lou for handing me the bottle of champagne at the Annual Wealth Summit. We know you guys had a lot of fun there. I think we should get to the real stuff now, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we want to start you off with right now is kind of a more of an overview, a long-term picture of how we're going to get to your goals in 2018. And it all starts with finding your point A, as you can see on the slides we're going to have up on your screen right now. Now, if you're at the Annual Wealth Summit 2017, you know all about point A and point B. But for those of you who weren't, your point A is where you are now. Take a very close look at your financial position as it is right now. Be honest with yourself. Figure out your number, your net worth, and that's going to be your point A. So again, be honest with it before you move on to that step 2.
Right, and again, point A, it involves all your debt, all your loans, everything like that, all configured into one. This number might be negative in some people's cases. It's not a terrible thing. You can dig yourself out of that with, all the tools we hand you. But of course, once you have that point A, that specific number where you're sitting at, you find your point B, which is where you want to be, and you want to set a time frame to that. So for example, let's say in 5 years you want to have 500 grand, right? That would be your point B. And of course there's a specific way of finding this, and that involves finding out what you want in your life in those 5 years.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If the goal for a lot of people is just getting to retirement, that can be your point B. Figure out what that looks like, how much it's going to cost, what you need on a yearly, monthly, weekly basis to sustain that life in retirement. That's your point B. Obviously, where you're getting to. And now step 3 is mapping out the path from point A to point B. And that's something I know all of us here at WSI TV really enjoy using a planner on a daily, weekly, monthly basis. That's something that's really going to help you do this.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people look over the importance of a weekly planner. You know, go down to your Staples or on Amazon or wherever you shop, get yourself a weekly planner for the year that breaks it down into what you're going to accomplish each and every day. I know I went a couple months, you know, working at WSI TV, and I was just using scrap paper, legal paper, and it did not work, you know. But what I noticed, once I got my planner, I was able to set up my goals. I was able to break down that path from point A to point B into months, weeks, and even days, hours sometimes, you know, finding out what exactly I wanted to accomplish each and every day. And the best thing you can do for yourself right now for this year is get a nice fresh planner and fill up those pages with your goals.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how you're going to get things done. Breaking those mountains, that big point B, down into molehills, as we say. So breaking everything down to a tiny part that is something you're able to accomplish every single day. That's how you're going to get there. How you're going to get to that point B, especially here in 2018, where we have a lot to look ahead to.
That's exactly right. So now that you know what you need to move forward, you've got your point A, you've got your point B, and then you've mapped it out, again, in that very specific order. We're going to jump into some bold predictions for 2018. These are predictions you can use for your own investing and financing if you want. Of course, we like to think that we've trained you enough to understand, you know, what was a good investment, technically what a good stock to invest in is.
Right.
So use your own discretion here, and again, don't invest with money that you can't lose. These are bold predictions, but I stand by them. And Sean, we're going to start off with the first category on every investor's mind right now: Bitcoin and you know, less specifically cryptocurrencies. Where do you stand on that right now?
Well, yeah, for a word that a lot of people hadn't heard as nearby as 2 months ago, and now everybody knows the word Bitcoin. We can expect, I think, a volatile 2018 for Bitcoin specifically, as we have a lot of overhead supply and things like that coming into play, where people are piling into Bitcoin without knowing exactly what they're doing. Human emotions playing a big part for the masses. And then on just the cryptocurrency side, where we're talking about other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin, I think it's just a race to see what that next one is. I know we have Litecoin and Ripple and all sorts of things we're paying close attention to. So I think we're looking for that next big breakout cryptocurrency as well. What's your take? Yeah,
I mean, you know, Bitcoin's going to be on our agenda moving forward. I know we're working on a course that you guys will be, you know, introduced to sometime in the future. We'll be talking about Bitcoin a lot in the episodes, a lot in our weekly, daily content that you get by going to WSITV.com. Yeah, I mean, here, January 1st, 2018, I think Bitcoin itself is going to correct a little bit. You know, I believe as the time of recording, it's sitting around $14,000 a coin with heights of $18,000 just a couple weeks ago. I see it correcting a tiny bit, not anything as major as a crash. And then I think it will surpass that high of 18,000. I think by the end of next year, it will have hit, you know, I mean, I don't want to put a concrete number to it, but I see it surpassing 20,000, 25,000, maybe even more. People are talking about $100,000 for one Bitcoin here. But I do also foresee other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and Litecoin even, you know, making big strides in 2018. So I think it's going to be a great year. I think banks are going to start using the blockchain that comes with it and all that, which we'll get into another time. But just for the prediction, I think a good year for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general.
Yeah, I mean, so many ways to make money from cryptocurrencies without just literally investing in them, which you can do and make money, but so many other ways we're going to be bringing to you through WSI TV as we go, as this thing evolves. But let's move on to the stock market now, where we're just talking about the general overall stock market that's been in full-on bull mode all throughout this past year of 2017. As we enter 2018, I can just tell you right away, I think I'm looking for in this first quarter a pullback of maybe 5 or 6% down to a healthy 200-day moving average before it just continues flying on. What's your take on the stock market?
I have to say, I don't know what you're talking about. 200-day moving average on the S&P 500. Like, does that even exist anymore? It's been so far ahead of the 200-day moving average since November 7th, since the election, since it bounced off. it has to come down and at least kiss it, right? It has to get within a percentage of the 200-day moving average. I don't know. I'm just like, I've never seen anything like this before in my years of investing, and the stock market is obviously flying. I do see that correction coming down to near enough the 200 and then bouncing back up. I think we're going to have a healthy rise after that. I do think we're still full-on bull market here throughout 2018, and you know, unless the likes of another Black Monday come along, I think stocks are heading up.
Well, yeah, you certainly never know, and it's something that will evolve going into 2018. We'll be keeping you up to date, obviously. Now let's move on to the WSI TV portfolio. If you didn't just see Friday's episode where we talked about the full year of 2017, how we did with a lot of our winners, we know we had that 108% winner with MIXT, a ton of other ones. What do you have in store for the WSI TV portfolio going forward?
Well, obviously the WSI TV portfolio did so well this year. You know, again, if you saw the episode, it was a mix of versus picks and then other contents around the world in 80 seconds. We did some foreign stocks there. Yeah. I see, and that mixed telematics MIXT was my pick. That got 108%. I just have to point that out here, make sure I feel bad. But I think we're gonna get, you know, I think we'll get 150% gainer next year. I think it will be one of mine. I think you'll probably beat this year's as well. We'll see about that.
Yeah, big words coming from a guy drinking out of a sippy cup right now.
I haven't taken a sip yet, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we're shooting to get several picks over that 108%, the mark we have set right now from 2017. But I think just the portfolio in general, where we're maybe switching things around a little bit, obviously still heavily in stocks with the market flying, but I mean, it's just going to be a bigger, better year overall, especially with we're going to max out on some trades well over that 100% gain.
Right, and even if we are wrong about the stock market and it comes crashing through the 200, I still think we'll beat the WSI TV portfolio because we've got short selling on our side, we've got put contracts with options trading on our side, which we will be guiding you through every step of the way. So if you're new to WSI TV, you know, again, we welcome you as we welcome in the new year, and hopefully this year is going to be even more successful, even more profitable than 2017.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of things in store and planned for you guys here at WSI TV. We will be getting to those, but we do have to close out this episode, which unfortunately for me does come with our versus punishment then. Yeah,
let's just step away for a second. I have to shake up the can of silly string so I can spray Sean. But yeah, if you're ready, let's get to it.
All right.
All right, so it's time to give Sean his punishment for losing the last round of versus. I just do have to mention I got an 85% gain in the last round with my OSTK, so just had to brag one more time in there. But it's basically me getting my revenge for the annual Wealth Summit. You guys may have seen, if you were at the summit or if you saw on YouTube, I got sprayed on stage in front of a live audience. Now it's Sean's turn in front of you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the silly string do the rest of the talking here. You ready for it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Right.
Oh God, that is uncomfortable. All right, as Jordan has his fun with the silly string, we do want to say we're looking forward to a fantastic 2018. But of course, Lou, thank you again for the bottle of champagne. But for now, we will sign off. We'll say thank you for watching, and we'll speak to you next time. Cheers.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of WSI TV. Be sure to visit WSITV.com where you can subscribe for free with no contract and gain instant access to the secrets of self-made millionaires via the WSI TV Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at WSITV.com.